Lori Vallow Daybell is now being held in the Madison County Jail in eastern Idaho tonight, awaiting sentencing. A jury in Ada County found her guilty on all counts Friday afternoon. Those counts are murder and conspiracy to commit murder, as well as grand theft and the deaths of her two kids, J.J. Vallow and Tylee Ryan, and her husband's late wife, Tammy Daybell. The judge said Vallow will be sentenced within 3 months from now. She could face up to life in prison. News Channel 7's Shira Matsuzawa talked to J.J.'s grandparents, Tylee's aunt, and Lori Vallow's uncle about the outcome of the trial.
For the families of J.J., Tylee and Tammy, Friday's guilty verdict was more than 3 years of waiting, prayers, and tears.
Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all.
J.J.'s grandparents, Kay and Larry Woodcock, talked with media moments after the verdict came down.
We are elated with this.
I want to personally hug every one of those jurors.
While the Woodcocks were in court when that verdict was read, many relatives were also watching from across the country. Family members like Tylee's aunt, Annie Cushing.
I was just absolutely over the moon.
Annie was in court the first couple of weeks of the trial and sat just feet away from Lori.
I was surprised by how I felt when I saw her. Like, I was expecting more rage and just like, how dare you? But she looked like an animal caught in a trap. I walked away with the realization she also took herself down. She lived a charmed, privileged life, and she threw it all away.
Lori's uncle, Rex Connor, had a similar experience when he attended the trial on 2 separate occasions.
You make eye contact with Lolo, and you have that faint smile, well, we knew the person that preceded you. When you make eye contact, I don't feel like we know this person. I don't speak with Lori, but my sister Janice, her mother, does every week. And when I'm talking with Janice, she just relays Lori is still in her delusion.
Do you have a message for Lori?
I've thought through, like, if there's anything I would want to say to her, it would fall on deaf ears. She's a psychopath. She has no concern whatsoever about the pain and suffering she's caused other people.
And it's that pain that makes the guilty verdict they've been waiting for still wrapped in sadness, because it doesn't bring the kids back.
It's the most bittersweet you can imagine. Just the sadness, but the relief from all this is I guess a liberating feeling. I do believe, since it's Mother's Day weekend, this is what you call poetic justice.
We are so grateful that for everyone that has come in contact with the story. And here's why. You can think of all of the news stories, all of the situations in the world that we see reported, and aren't most of them divisive? There are millions of people now that are aware of it, that are following it, that care about it, and we're all on the same side. We all want justice for Tylee and JJ, and for Tammy and for Charles.
I forgot one of the most important things. JJ, I love you. Papa, wish you were here in other circumstances. Tylee, Papa loves you. Tammy, I never met you. Tammy, you are part of our life.
The trial for Vallow's husband, Chad Daybell, will be held at a later date. At a status conference earlier this month, both the prosecution and defense said June of 2024 would work for them. The judge is still working on the schedule.